Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's your host, F. Merritt. Hey, salute to Keith one-time Thurman. I'm going to say it again. Salute to Keith one-time Thurman. You may like him, you may hate him, but you got to respect him. He went down to Australia and beat the brakes off of Brock Jarvis. But salute to Brock Jarvis. You know, they're trying to set up for a Tszyu and Keith Thurman fight, and Keith Thurman needed a game opponent. Keith Thurman needed to get back in the groove of things, of trash talking, timing in the ring, just going through the motions of getting the ring rust off, checking this, to make sure the power was still there. Keith Thurman went in there and he took everything, Brock Jarvis took everything on the chin as far as just having to deal with Keith Thurman, which is a handful in the microphone, handful in the ring. Former unified welterweight champion, power in both hands, and is very tricky. And that's exactly what it was. A lot of people would call it a glorified sparring match. I had it just Keith Thurman being able to take the blows, and taking on a young, hungry lion. Actually was very smart of Keith Thurman. Number one, he can kind of take advantage of certain things that Brock Jarvis lacked, which would be experience. Also, it gives Keith Thurman opportunity, like I said, to knock the ring rust off. He's been very inactive. He was supposed to fight Tszyu before he ended up actually injuring himself, I think a week or two before the fight was actually going to happen. And then Sebastian Fundora stepped up and actually, came in there and beat Tszyu because of mainly because of the cut to the elbow. But that was a disappointment. But you know what? Keith Thurman has came back. One, Keith Thurman gets the victory, knocks out Brock Jarvis in 3 rounds. Okay, so salute to Keith Thurman. But how he did it was, you had to really watch exactly what Keith Thurman was doing. He was using lateral movement in rounds 2 and 3 to kind of throw Brock Jarvis off. Foot feints, making Brock Jarvis Brock Jarvis was trying to cut the ring off, didn't really know how to do it against a Keith Thurman. Like I said, the foot feints and the lateral movement were confusing him a little bit. And Keith Thurman, for whatever reason, he still got his timing. He could still throw power punches off of his back foot, going side to side laterally. And he mixed up some punches to the body. He set up the right hand, the power hand with the right hand, with a nice little touch jab. So Brock Jarvis was kind of like everywhere a little bit, ends up getting dropped twice in the third and stopped ultimately. But like I said, salute to Brock Jarvis. They needed a game opponent. He tried to, come in there, especially round 1. He was kind of wild a little bit, trying to go to Keith's body, which a lot of people think that is the way how you slow down a Keith Thurman. And it actually makes sense. You got a guy that moves a lot. He's got power, but what are you gonna do when I come and try to take away your air and slow you down? Because at some point you have to try to time it up with some power punches when I get to you, from and especially when you're doing all that movement. So why not go to the body? So Brock Jarvis tried to do that, was very unfortunate, very unsuccessful in doing that. Gets dropped twice in the third, gets stopped. Keith Thurman calls out Tszyu, calls out anybody. He wants to fight, but I need Keith Thurman to stay active. Step 1 was a big success in getting through training camp. Like I said, the previous situation with the Tszyu fight, we made it through training camp. You got the 3rd round knockout victory. Your confidence is there. Let's continue. Let's get back in the gym, stay active, and then hopefully we can make a fight with Tszyu in the middle of the year, summertime or whatever like that. But step 1, we are successful. Step 2, like I said, let's try to make the Tszyu fight. Come back to Australia. Tszyu has a fight in April, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Hopefully he wins, and then we can go from there. But a lot of people are lining up for a possible Keith Thurman fight. I'm looking forward to it. So salute to Keith one-time Thurman. Salute to Brock Jarvis for being a game opponent. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. I'm out.